Alright, well, this is going to take 38 minutes, so while we wait for that, we're going to rank every zombies map in order. So, of course, we have literally every single map in existence. I think even some that I've never even heard of. So, to begin, Nocturne Totem gets an automatic C. Okay, and you can't rank it any lower than C. But you almost can't rank it higher. I mean, I guess you could if you really enjoy it. This is going to be based on, I guess we should say that our tier list will be based on replayability and our personal enjoyment of the map. My voice is echoing, that's really annoying. But yeah.
I hear that, I don't think the mic can hear.
Replayability and all that, so that's what we're basically going to rank this on because we haven't really done the Easter egg. But replayability and enjoyment, our personal enjoyment of the map. Alright, Varrocked, where are we putting it?
Yeah, we should rank Plants vs. Zombie maps.
Yeah. I'm going to put it in C as well.
That's what I was thinking. Is it better than...
It's a little bit harder than Noct. That's my only thing. Like, it added the perks, yes.
I almost say it's... Yeah.
It's... Because it added the perks. I would play Noct more than Varrocked only because of how crazy hard Varrocked is. That's the only reason.
That almost makes me want to play it more. And it has perks.
Yeah. Alright, Shinonuma. I think it's going to be a first B map. Shinonuma added the Hellhounds. I like the layout of Shinonuma. I think Shinonuma is one of the most unique layouts for a zombies map we've seen. Despite them having, I mean, they remade Shinonuma a lot. There's Shinonuma in COD Mobile now. There's Shinonuma in Vanguard. You know, and we've seen a lot of Shinonuma. Maybe they've overdone Shinonuma, but this is one of my favorite layouts for a zombies map, I think.
Shino's is very basic, and...
I have a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite maps to get good at training if you're not great at it.
Yeah.
And you have either Shinonuma on World at War or BO1. Or the Black Ops 3 version for that matter. Alright, Darius. Where should we put it?
I'd say...
I want to put it...
S.
You're going to put Darius in S. Alright, first S2.
S or at least its lowest A. But like, I'd say...
I was going to say A. Maybe S, yeah. Let's put it S. For now. Darius. It's the map that added Pack-a-Punch. It's one of the maps that I always return to because... I don't know, it's just a classic.
It's goated.
It's one of my favorite maps to do high rounds on Black Ops 3. For the Giant, for example. I want to start playing, like, Darius Classified a lot more on PC. It's a lot better on there. It's a lot more fun on there if you do Darius Classified. And out of Pack-a-Punch, it's a really fun map. It's got decent high rounding. Alright, Kino Nocturne Black Ops 1. This is the best map in Call of Duty Zombies of all time, if you ask Chaos X Silencer.
Yeah.
What do you think of Kino?
I'd put it in like... B is like good, so like I'd put it
I'll
in
put it above
A or B.
Shinonuma. Kino Totem. I mean, it's got the stage, which is one of the best training areas.
It's got the AUG if you play the
Zombies.
best version of all time.
Word, AUG, for the
stage.
Wii version has the AUG. It's got some good things. Kino Totem. It added in the Nova Crawlers. You know, it's got decent things going for it. It's not a great map, not a terrible map. Alright, 5. I'm just gonna go right here, in my opinion. 5 is... Rucked walked so that 5 could run, is what I'll say about 5. I love 5. I have a love-hate relationship with 5. My thing about 5 is that it's insane, like Rucked is. Like, I like 5 because it's unique. I enjoy 5 because of... I enjoy the challenge a little more on 5 than I do on Rucked. Just because I prefer the training. There's more training in 5 than there is in Varrocked. Varrocked, it's more camping, if that makes any sense. I find. Where 5 you have the whole, you know, there's multiple spots where you can actually train. In 5. It's a lot more open. I still suck at 5 as much as I suck at everything at Varrocked, but, you know. Alright, Dead Ops Arcade, OG Dead Ops.
I never really played it much.
Yeah, I'm gonna say unplayed for Dead Ops. I don't play Dead Ops, any of the Dead Ops modes a lot, so I've played them, but I haven't beaten them or anything. So I'm gonna put. I don't want to put it in. I don't want to rank it because I feel like I don't. I haven't played it a lot, so
I haven't played enough to give it a fair ranking.
yeah. Ascension. I think it's our first A map.
Hey, damn.
I love Ascension. It's another map that's great for high rounding. It's not quite S tier. The issue actually, no, it's there. I'm gonna put it in A.
I thought you were gonna put it in S tier, but
the only thing about Ascension that we all know is the monkeys. They're annoying.
Fuck the monkeys.
But they're the only big challenge on the map. And you can only have a couple perks. If you're playing original Ascension, I think it's a little bit more rough than Black Ops 3. I've only really played Chronicles Ascension more than I've played BO1's Ascension, so I could imagine that it's a lot more rough on BO1. But BO3's Ascension, it's not as bad because you have Wonderfish, so you can get perks that aren't on the map through Wonderfish. Alright, Call of the Dead.
We're here to fight zombies, not monkeys. What do
Yeah.
you think? What do you think, Zach? Do you think we should fight monkeys and zombies?
I'm putting Call of the Dead A top of Ascension. I need to play this map a lot more. I got a version of it on Black Ops 3 Customs that we need to revisit. Call of the Dead, it's unique. The layout, I don't think it's ever been redone. That specific layout.
Tog.
Well, other than Tog or Totem. In another map, completely, I mean. It's got an amazing layout. Some of the areas are a little mid, but, Call of the Dead, I don't know, the aesthetic of Call of the Dead, it's so unique. It's great. And,
It's a nice little thing.
there's something so, I don't know how to describe it, but there's just, I don't know, Call of the Dead is one of the BO1 maps, besides, like, Ascension, and it also just calls to me, in a sense that I'm terrible at BO1, so I never really played it a whole lot, but I feel like Call of the Dead is just so much fun if you actually just sit down and play it. And if I spent the time to sit down and play it and get used to it a little more, I mean, it's a beautiful map. Alright, Shangri-La. I'm putting it C. I don't really like Shangri-La.
I thought you were gonna put a D. I was like, damn.
No, top of C because maybe I don't play Shangri-La enough, but I've played it almost every time I go back to do Chronicles and replay all the maps on Chronicles. And I don't know, it's a beautiful map.
Yeah.
The environment is great. Everything about it in that sense is great, but something about the gameplay I've never really truly liked about Shangri-La. I don't know. I don't really hate on the map, but I just feel like I don't play it enough to care.
Of all the remakes, too.
Out of all the maps in BO1, I don't know, Shangri-La, I mean, I love what it does. And like I said, the environments, but something about the gameplay is a little off. To me.
Yeah.
Alright, Moon.
Yes.
Top of A, I think. Honestly, if it'll...
Yeah.
Top of A, please. There we go. I would rather play BO3's Moon than Black Ops 1's Moon. Because, like, ain't nobody in 2025 playing BO1 Moon, I don't think. I don't think anybody's playing original Moon. But Moon, I don't play a whole hell of a lot either.
Moon is kind of a lame name, but like,
It's great. I love Moon. For the most part.
it's a great map. BO3 did it better, I think.
BO3 did do it better. That's what I'm saying. BO1, ain't nobody playing that stuff in 2025. But, yeah, I love Moon. It's not, S tier. But, I don't know. Something about every time I play Chronicles, I get excited to play Moon. Because I just don't play it a lot. And it's got the wave guns. It's got the unique Pack-a-Punch. It's got the unique... It's got a lot of unique stuff that it did right. Alright, I am...
Something in the background keeps, like, cutting me off.
Zach
It could
did.
be us two doubling up.
Yeah. I'm not saying that I haven't played these, but I'm gonna put these here because I'm just keeping them all in the same category, like all these BO1 maps. And I'm gonna do the same thing with Chronicles because, I mean, my vote goes for all, when I'm talking about all these maps, I'm talking about every single individual one. There's also the DS Zombies maps. I've never played. Never played Black Ops DS or Call of Duty Zombies DS, whichever it is. Never played, so. They sound like interesting maps, but I've never played them.
Zach says they're all S tier.
Oh yeah. No, I haven't played them, I can't say.
Have you actually played them, Zach? Yeah.
Word. Alright, are we ready? Transit.
Zach, what do you think of Transit?
Transit's going top of C, I think.
Nah, S tier.
We've had a lot worse maps in Transit, and from what we know now about what Transit should have been and what Jimmy Zielinski originally had planned for Transit, makes me put it at just a C because if they didn't have the limitations of the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3, we would have had a Transit that we were supposed to have, which is basically Outbreak, by the way. What Outbreak is now is the dream that Zielinski had for Transit, but the PS3 and Xbox 360 just couldn't handle it. It's not a great map. I feel like it just belongs in average, especially nowadays. I mean, most people hate this map, but nowadays I feel like it's just an average map compared to other maps that we've got. Alright, everybody's favorite survival map, Bus Depot. I'm putting this at a fat F, I think. Anytime I hop on BO2 Zombies, I'll never go back and play Bus Depot. You don't have anything besides the mystery box.
It's bare bones, man.
It is bare bones. You got nothing besides the mystery box. You might as well be playing Nocturne Token. And I'm sure in a sense that it's great for, like, that's what the survival maps were made for. The survival maps were made to try and make it so that, you know, you can get better at zombies, but I find that there's something about Bus Depot that makes me never want to play it, period. It's just small, you have all the lava there, it's not good. I don't know.
I'll get some wood real quick. Cook farm.
Alright, so farm. I'm gonna put farm as our first D map, I think. Farm is, I don't know, farm, sometimes I'll find myself going back to play it, especially there's a version on Black Ops 3's Customs. I've gone back to replay it every now and again. I don't hate farm, but I don't like farm. It's hard to explain. Like, it's kind of in the middle. I definitely don't want to play it. I mean, it's got the box. It does everything Bus Depot does for the most part, except it's got perks unlike Bus Depot. And I respect farm more and more. If I was any older, or I should say any younger, farm would have been on a much lower scale than what it's on now. Because I used to just dog on farm. The only map I used to like for the survival ones was just town. Now that I've played more of the older maps, especially, and the Black Ops 3 maps, and other maps going forward, but a lot of the older maps like BO1, farm just kind of gives you that gritty World at War, Black Ops 1 original type maps, and that's what all the survival maps do for me. The only issue is Black Ops 2's love on these maps. It's the only thing that made me hate it. Alright, town for me is definitely an A tier map. I'm just gonna slide it in right there. Town is the best survival map, in my opinion. Like, you got Pack-a-Punch there, you got everything you could possibly need. Even if Pack-a-Punch wasn't on town and it was bare bones just like Bus Depot and farm, and you only got like, more like farm where you had perks and the box. Even without Pack-a-Punch, I don't know, farm, just the layout of farm is just perfect for the survival maps. With or without Pack-a-Punch. I mean, I'm not just putting it in A because of Pack-a-Punch. This is the one that I always go back to. I always find myself wanting to play town. Half the time I don't even get Pack. I mean, in my recent videos that I've done on town, I have. But a lot of the time, I don't even end up getting Pack by the high rounds until it's either too late and I die or such. But, I don't know. Town, I think, is just, in my opinion, the best of the survival maps. Alright, Nuketown zombies. It's gonna be an interesting one. I'm gonna put Nuketown bottom of B. Alright, and I'll tell you why. I know Nuketown still to this day has a lot of mixed opinions on it. Because it's Nuketown, right? And I know what Nuketown did wrong in my opinion, but also makes it just as challenging is the perk system. Everybody on Nuketown that's played Nuketown, obviously you know that the perks spawn every 5 or so rounds. So you'll either get Juggernog at round 5 or round 30. Same with Pack-a-Punch. Same with just about every other perk. Besides, if you're playing on solos, you get Counter 5 right away. That's it. But what I hate about Nuketown is also one of my favorite things about Nuketown. Only because it adds to the challenge. I shouldn't say favorite thing. That's not the word. That's not what I was trying to say. But on Nuketown, it adds to the challenge in a sense because you have to now almost play bare bones until you get certain perks. You can almost treat it like Busty, but just in a bit of a larger sense. And yeah, Nuketown, it's just, I'll normally go back to it. It's a challenging map. No doubt about it. Like, Nuketown is one of the most challenging maps on Black Ops 2, I think. Period. And, like I said, the challenge comes from the fact that the perks drop every... And I think, like I said, I think that's what adds to the challenge of Nuketown. It almost makes it... That's what adds to the replayability, I want to say. Like, if you know what I mean, I'm struggling to word this properly. It adds to the challenge, but I also hate it at the same time. So, it's a whole lot of, it's an issue in itself. Alright, Die Rise. Die Rise is going in a solid C tier, actually. Let me put it in C tier. It's going to replace Shangri-La. I'd go right next to Transit, because I would play Transit any day over Die Rise. I don't find myself replaying Die Rise a whole hell of a lot. Like, at all. The only time I play Die Rise is for the Slicker Fire, and I just sit there. I'll tell you what happened to me the only time I did decent on Die Rise, alright? So, I went to the roof, and I literally just sat there training on the roof with the Slicker Fire, and I made it to like round 30, and I was just so bored of the game that I just ended it. I didn't even die, I literally just jumped off the building and died. But
Frozen Dawn.
Die Rise's uniqueness, but it doesn't add enough to make it, you know, any higher than C tier. That's its issue. The parkour system, it's just... Everything about the original Die Rise has too many issues. But there is a custom Die Rise that is a lot better on Black Ops 3 that I've played a couple of times now. And it definitely rewards Die Rise for what it was on BO2. It's just not a fun map on the original version though. Alright. Oh, Diner Turned.
Goated. The only zombies map I did worse than you.
I don't even know where to put it. I'm gonna put it here.
S tier.
Turned is fun with friends. I love Turned. I wish it would come back. It is fun. It is a goddamn fun mode. I had a great time on Turned, but they would never bring it back. Also, there's a custom map, Diner, that I recently played. The YouTube video should be up. Or is already up, actually. It was up Saturday of me playing the custom map Diner. It's a hell of a good time, actually. The guy that made that did a beautiful job, and the people that worked on Diner on BO3's Custom Zombies, it's beautiful.
Goated.
Mob of the Dead.
S tier.
See, Mob of the Dead irks me in a way that I need to... It always... Whenever I play Black Ops 2, I almost look forward to Mob of the Dead, and it's because I don't play it a whole hell of a lot. My issue with Mob of the Dead has always been the lights that flash. Like the lightning strikes, the flashing lights have always annoyed me in this map. But it added in not PhD, Electric Cherry, and it added in being able to carry multiple buildable parts. It added in a unique, the Golden Gate Bridge Pack-a-Punch. It was decent. A little bit of a challenge, it changed up the Pack-a-Punch system since, literally, Darius having to unlock Pack-a-Punch in a different way, if that makes any sense. The story is amazing. The story from Mob of the Dead is goated. No doubt about it. It's unique. All the old theories about Mob of the Dead, the wonder weapons, Reznav's revenge is existence in that game. I'm gonna put Mob top of A.
Wait, where's Reznov?
It's the AK Pack-a-Punch. It's called Reznav's Revenge.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Alright, Cell Block Grief.
Where did you put it?
A top.
Damn.
Top of
Not
A.
even worse than Darius.
I don't know. I don't play it enough is the problem. I need to play it more. The flashing lights. Alright, I've never played Cell Block Grief. I'm not gonna lie. The only Grief I've ever played was on Town back in the day before I had any of the DLCs. Buried. Buried's another one. Black Ops 2 is just a little bit rough. I'm gonna put Buried
Rough. I thought you were gonna put it in D tier.
right below Mob of the Dead, and I'll tell you why. Because Buried is the best Black Ops 2 Zelensky map. I feel like at that particular point, they took everything that they could have put into Buried and put it into Buried, and it mixed in the elements perfectly to make it a good map. I mean, you got the Paralyzer, which is a beautiful wonder weapon, and it makes the jet gun from BO2 from Transit, look like a joke. But the Paralyzer, it's a great gun. The Juggernaut strat in Buried is OP. I don't know, there's always something about every map's enough uniqueness in every map that just makes me want to replay them. And Buried's got the Leroy system. Leroy is goated, by the way. Don't shoot him, because you'll have a hell of a time finding that key if you even find the key ever again. I've had it to a point where I've searched the entire map and never gotten a key, and messed up my entire game because Leroy locks himself back into the cage.
Fuck yeah.
The only thing that is bad, that really gets me about Buried, is the mansion and how to get Pack-a-Punch. That's the only thing.
It's the hardest part of the map. Just getting Pack-a-Punch.
But if you're good at it, and you're good at fighting the witches, then you're gonna have a great time. But if you're not, then you're more like... Yeah, and the perk, yeah, that's... Also Vulture's Aid, which has never come back, by the way.
It's basically fucking
Death perception? Yeah. I guess that makes sense.
Except the smoke.
Yeah. Alright, bro, never played. Origins. You know where you're going, baby. At top of S tier. One of these days we'll go back and finally beat this fucking Easter egg, by the way. One of these days.
We're just too goated for it.
Origins introduced... Origins walked so that Black Ops 3, every map of Black Ops 3 could run. And I say that literally, because literally everything after Black Ops... Or literally pretty much every map in Black Ops 3 took some sort of elements from Origins. The story is pretty damn great. The Primus crew, everything about the Primus crew, the launch of the Primus crew, it all started here, Samantha. The only thing that's really tedious about Origins is the staff building and upgrading. And the fact that Origins, you can play Origins casually, but it starts with the forcing you to do the Easter egg, like they kind of did with Black Ops 3. Like, every time you hop on Origins, you almost feel obliged to go for the staffs and do everything right. Other than, and basically doing the Easter egg, which is pretty much what you're doing the entire time. Riot Exo Survival for Advanced Warfare, I've never played. But why is there a survival map in Zombies tier list? Do you have any answers for us? Why Riot Survival is in Zombies?
Riot Survival, isn't that like that sounds like Exo?
It is. It's Exo Survival Riot. Oh, because they teased that zombies was gonna come in the map Riot because they put zombies on the last survival thing. Yeah, I've never played it though. Alright, Outbreak, Exo Zombies.
Actually, not a terrible play.
Actually, Lord.
Either C or end of B.
I'm gonna put an end of B, honestly. I don't know. Exo Zombies, I don't find myself going back to a hell of a lot, but when I do, this is the map I'm on.
Yeah.
I don't really like any of the DLC maps. And I don't know, to me, Outbreak was always just the best map in Exo Zombies. It's got a decent layout to it. It's not overly confusing for a layout. And it's just sweet, simple layout for a map, and yeah. I mean, Exo Zombies gets a lot of hate, and that's because of this map right here. Which is going in top of F because it's Infection, and it sucks because if you don't do certain things in Infection, you get locked out of the rest of the map, and you just get locked into sewers, and it's awful. And I don't think I have to say anything more about Infection. Carrier, Exo Zombies. I don't even know where to put this. I'm gonna put it bottom of C. And I'm gonna go ahead and put Descent right there with it. I say
I'd
that.
almost say D for Descent.
Descent, D.
Yeah.
Alright. I don't know. I don't play a lot of Exo Zombies, but like I said, Outbreak to me is the best Exo Zombies map. Like I said, it's got a more simplistic layout. And I don't know, I just never really did play the DLCs. I only recently, in the past couple of years, got the Season Pass for Advanced Warfare on sale to try out the other maps, and I still, or all the maps I should say, because Outbreak was DLC as well. And I still think Outbreak's like the best one. Shadows of Evil.
What does Zach think of Shadows of Evil?
What does Danny think of Shadows of Evil?
It's really good. I just never had a full playthrough on it, really.
I'm gonna put it right next to Mob of the Dead on A tier, honestly. I don't play it enough. I don't think I'll ever do the Easter egg. You need 4 people to do the Easter egg. That's the annoying part about it. I don't know. I know a lot. I look at Shadows of Evil the same way most of the community looks at Shadows. I look back at them like, you know, when you first play Shadows, you don't, I don't know. When I first played Shadows, I didn't really like it. Now that I've gone back to Shadows of Evil more and more, I find that it gets more entertaining and more interesting, and I find that I enjoy the map more that I replay it. But it's just one of the maps that I very rarely actually go back to on BO3. Alright, the Giant.
Zach pretty much BO3.
I think the Giant should go right
Sure.
next to Darius, if that makes sense. Top of S tier.
I would say that Darius is better.
Would you say Darius is better than the Giant?
Yes. OG Darius better than Giant.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing as like I was saying about the Chronicles maps, other than obviously you have Gobblegums
Yeah.
and such, but the Giant, to me, I love the Giant because it's the only way I normally play Darius myself. Like I said about Darius, it's great for high rounds. I love doing high rounds on it. And yeah, that's all I have to say about the Giant because I've already said it about
Damn.
Darius. Yeah, confirm your date of birth, Danny.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Alright, Dead Ops Arcade 2. It's gonna go in not played, unplayed. I have tried Dead Ops Arcade 2. I've tried all the Dead Ops games, but I've never, like I said earlier about Dead Ops 1, I don't play it enough to really put in my statement.
Sorry if it says I'm not old enough.
Nightmares I'm putting in unplayed. Forgot about Nightmares. Yeah, Nightmares, well, you're 19, you're legal age in Canada, so. Nightmares, if you don't know, once you beat the campaign for Black Ops 3, you can play Nightmares mode. There's zombies in the campaign missions that change it up a whole hell of a lot. I don't know how else to explain it. I didn't play it myself, so. Alright, Der Eisendrache.
New one? Full auto shotgun, good range and handling, high recoil, and large hip spread.
I'm gonna put the Origin Drac right next to Origins on S tier. This is another one. I need to just go back and do most of the Black Ops 3 maps again, now that I'm doing this tier list. But the Ryzen Drac and Origins almost go hand in hand with similarity, right? Except you're doing bows instead of... I love what the Ryzen Drac did with the story, where we were going with the Apothicans and the Keepers. You know, it's the first Treyarch boss fight in Zombies. Although Exos did do... I think Exos did bosses first. So, I mean, yeah. I love what they did with the story, where they were going with the story of Primus and the Keepers and the Apothicon thing and Dr. Monty, although he wasn't fully in the game yet, but...
Yeah, no.
I don't know, I just gotta go back and actually play a run where I actually try and get the bows going and doing everything. What Horizon Direct did for at least solo players better than Origins is the fact that you only need to get one bow for the Easter egg. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I feel like I've heard that before. Is that you only need the one bow instead of having to build all the 4 staffs in Origins. Zetsubo no Shima. I'm gonna put Zetsubo top of B. And I'll tell you why.
Who are these? I want to be these people.
Zetsubo no Shima gets hated on more than it should. And Zetsubo is really where you just gotta go back and play it. There's a lot of really annoying and tedious things about Zetsubo, but they also build the map's character. I mean, I don't enjoy, the fact that you could drown in parts of the map, and you have to do all the water stuff. The Easter egg could be really annoying. But, I don't know, there's still something about Zetsubo when I replay it that makes me enjoy it. I don't know how to explain it. It's again with the unique part of the map. Like, there's a lot of really cool and unique parts of the map and things in the map that were added. There's a spider boss. There's the Thrasher boss. The Thrashers are really overpowered bosses, period, in that map, by the way. The fact that they could just eat a down teammate and so that they never get revived again is crazy. I don't know. Zetsubo, I'm going to put it top of B. It gets too much hate otherwise. Gorod Krovi. What do you think of Gorod Krovi? Put in a statement yourself about Gorod Krovi.
Gorod Krovi, pretty solid map. It was a map I never really played during BO3, but when I did, I had a decent time on it. I'd say it's an overall good map.
Where are you going to put Gorod Krovi?
I'd say it's the lowest B, but I'd almost say A. Somewhere close to top A.
I'm going to put it top of A. I don't play Gorod enough. It's the same thing with all the BO3 maps. To me, I used to be a BO3 map hater. I'm not even going to lie. And I'll tell you why. Is because it was the same way as Origins forcing you to do the Easter egg. And I used to be like a hardcore, just casual Zombies player. Now that I've actually gone out of my way to start trying to do the Origins Easter egg, and I've gotten to a point where Easter eggs matter, and I've gotten a lot better at Zombies, period, I need to go back and actually start playing these maps for what they were and actually enjoying them. Gorod is a huge map. I still, every time I play Gorod, have to play with somebody else that knows the map better than me because I just don't... The layout of Gorod is just... It's big. It's a fairly... I don't want to say it's too overly complicated, but it's just one of the maps where I get confused and I get lost otherwise. Revelations. This was the map. I could put Revelations right next to Zetsubo. Because Revelations, it's a difficult one. This was the most hyped map by the end of Black Ops 3. Everybody was so pumped for Black Ops 3. And the reason why Revelations happened is because they wanted to move the story forward into Black Ops 4, so then that way they could continue the story, because otherwise this could have been something entirely different. But I don't know. I don't replay Revelations a whole lot. It goes with all the BO3 maps, like I said earlier, but I just don't really enjoy Revelations, period. I mean, other than the story for itself, I mean, it was a great ending for Black Ops 3 Zombies by the end of it, and I feel like, you know, it wrapped it up well. It could have been the Great War, but we never ended up getting the Great War, so, you know, I don't want to overly hate on Revelations, but it's got like one of the most difficult Easter eggs hunts ever, by the way, or Easter eggs in general, I should say, not hunt. Alright, the Chronicles maps are going down here for now because, again, they go with the same thing I said about all the other maps already. So, I have, in fact, played all of them, but I've already talked about them. Zombies in Spaceland, what do we think? What do you got to say about Zombies in Spaceland? I could use to watch it real quick, so talk about Zombies in Spaceland.
Well, Zombies in Spaceland. Honestly, a really good map for the game it was put in. Every ever map in this game, to me, is kind of borderline garbage. But I actually, like, I bought Infinite Warfare one time for, like, a Christmas sale, I think it was. I would just grind the fuck out of this map right here, and it was actually a pretty damn good time. Beautiful aesthetic, beautiful map. I love how in Infinite Warfare, the Easter egg, you could kind of, like, get the game to set up for you, and you could try the boss fight to see if it is good, basically. If that that doesn't really make sense, but basically to see if you like it, kind of, or can even do it, let alone survive. But I think I'm gonna put it up here, right by. I really like Der Eisendrache too. It's not better than Der Eisendrache, don't get me wrong, but I do think it's better than Der Riese. It's actually, fuck, I could just be. No, I'm gonna put it right in between the two.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Zombies in Space, the best Infinite Warfare map for zombies.
Just thought about it, like, nah, I'd rather go play Der Riese again, I think, OG, than I would to Spaceland. Nothing against Spaceland.
But whenever I do play Infinite Warfare, I'm there for Zombies in Spaceland.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Probably everything he just said. It's the... I don't know. Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer Games had, like, that same problem with zombies where they started off really well, then it's somewhere down the line it just keeps getting more mid and mid. Alright, Rave in the Redwoods. I don't know, I feel like this is like the second best map in Infinite Warfare, but it just didn't do enough like Zombies in Spaceland did. It's a... did the game freeze?
Yeah, I think so.
Love that. It likes to do that on...
My bad.
It likes to do that on co-op for whatever reason.
Yeah, it was like glitching out, like the screen was kind of like
Black Ops
gone
6.
black.
Hate split screen.
Nah.
Bring back split screen, Call of Duty. Let's talk about
Word.
it. And anyways, yeah, Rave in the Redwoods, I'm going to put it in CI somewhere, I think.
Really?
Yeah, or bottom of C, or D. No, I'll put
say
it bottom
C, yeah.
Yeah, Rave in the Redwoods was a cool map, and it did, like I said, it did do a lot of really interesting things, but it just wasn't Zombies in Spaceland, and it's the second best Infinite Warfare Zombies map that we got.
Yeah. I'm saying I didn't really like the other Infinite Warfare maps as much as I did Spaceland.
No, Spaceland without a doubt is the best Zombies map, but if I had to go and say...
Best, whoa.
Or
Calm
best
down.
Infinite Warfare Zombies map is what I meant. Shaolin Shuffle. Alright, you're getting a solid D. I don't even know which one I'll play more. I played Descent over Shaolin Shuffle. I don't even know what to say about this map. It's complicated. I don't know. Like I said, all the Infinite Warfare maps just kind of fell off at some point, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, they all just went downhill, and there's like almost... There's definitely a vision when you play through the maps, but... I don't know, something just went wrong, and... I don't know, Shaolin Shuffle gets a D. Attack of the Radioactive Thing, where do you want to put it?
Probably E, maybe.
I'm putting it top of E. It is the goofiest map I've ever played. I love playing the boss fight, like, you know how you can go in and do all the boss fights separately?
Yeah.
I love fighting the crab. I've never, like, genuinely, I haven't, other than, like, the last time that we just did Infinite Warfare Zombies, replaying them, I never go back and really play Infinite Warfare Zombies, so, alright, Beast from Beyond. Well, this is getting a solid top of F. It's Extinction in Zombies. I don't know what they were thinking. My apologies to Infinite Warfare Zombies and whoever made it, but I almost feel like if they were gonna do Extinction again, they should have just waited and done Extinction again. Instead of bringing in Beast from Beyond and making it that. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say about Infinite Warfare. The Final Reich. It's the best. Did it do it again?
Yeah, let's just worry about it after.
Alright, the Final Reich is the best World War II Zombies map. And it goes with the same thing that I just said about Infinite Warfare Zombies. There was, like, there's more of an image I see in Infinite Warfare Zombies almost than World War II. I don't feel like, and I don't want to say that they didn't, but I don't feel like World War II had a proper plan. And if they did, then it was just kind of bad after the Final Reich. Because the story was really interesting for the Final Reich, right? Because you're a crew of people, you know, one of the main characters, I can't remember their names, but her brother goes missing, you're searching for her brother, and it added in, like, the whole horror aspect back in the zombies, but...
At what cost?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to put the Final Reich in A.
Zach, you ever play World War II Zombies?
Probably only with us. Yeah, right there. I think that's fine. Alright, Grolstenholz. Oh yeah, the other survival map from World War II. I mean, it's the tutorial map. I'm gonna put it in C. I'm gonna put it right here. It's a decent tutorial map to get you used to the mechanics of World War II Zombies, but other than that, it's just kind of not that great. The Darkest Shore. It's got fog. It's got a whole lot of fog. More than Transit. It's bad. I don't think there was anything good to say about any of the DLC maps from World War II and beyond, to tell you the truth, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put them all in F. Shadow of Rome, Tortured Path. All of the... I've never even played any of the survival maps for this. And the Frozen Dawn gets top of F just because I remember the great clip, roll the clip. The great clip of which, yeah, it's like Die Rise. I don't know, like I said, there felt like there was kind of an image only at the start of the Zombies release, and then after that, it just went downhill, and I don't know what happened to it. Voyage of Despair. Oh, good. We've gotten into Black Ops 4 Zombies now. I don't want to be an absolute dick towards BO4 Zombies. Because the thing with Black Ops 4 Zombies is that there was so much hype for it coming off of Black Ops 3. And then, of course, we had Infinite Warfare, and then we had World War II, so we had to wait for Black Ops 4. But, and I just don't know what happened with Black Ops 4, and I feel like a lot of people feel the same way. What was going on when they made Black Ops 4?
What was going on inside their head?
Where the Chaos story is to what Victus was when we first played as Victus in Black Ops 2.
What's that?
Except they're just... I mean, they're all flavorless, kind of uninteresting, but the Victus almost has more nostalgia because it was from Black Ops 2 than it does Black Ops 4. And maybe in years from now, maybe, they've been mentioned in Vanguard, and there's this whole multiverse happening right now, so maybe Chaos will make a return, and they'll do something good for the poor Chaos crew, but... I don't know. Voyage of Despair gets a solid D tier, I think. Top of D tier. I don't know. I don't like it. 9 though. Here's what I'll tell you about 9.
It was the only good Black Ops 4 map.
I'm gonna put it top of B because 9 was actually a lot of fun. I actually genuinely really love, and I think most people love 9. And like I said, I've already said everything about the Chaos Crew, so I mean 9 had, I don't know, the layout of 9 is just more interesting. The boss of 9, I can't remember its name, that goofy ass creature. Hold on, 1 second. Yeah, the gladiators. Not the... Yeah, zombies enemies, there we go. That's what I want. Well, I'm not gonna know their name. Is it you? Nope. Yeah, the gladiators were really cool. 9, it's like a spider, that thing. Oh, that is the... Okay, so this is the Blight Father. That's what they're called. Cool. I scroll right past it, but yeah. Wait, the Blight Father was in Cold War? No, it says Cold War, but I don't think it was ever there. Yeah, no, only Black Ops 4. Okay. No, these were... They're a hard boss to fight in 9, but they were really cool, honestly. They were cool. And Black Ops 4 did that. They had a lot of cool, like... Oh, I didn't mean to do that, my bad. They had a lot of cool, like, Black Ops 4 had a lot of cool, like, enemies and bosses to fight, but a lot of them fell off. Alright, Blood of the Dead. There's definitely, like I said, there's definitely an image for Blood of the Dead to actually be good, but it's just not. I'm gonna put Blood of the Dead right here in D tier. I'd rather play Mob of the Dead. I'd rather play Blood of the Mob of the Dead. Have you ever done the Easter egg for Blood of the Dead? Do you know why? You know why most people don't go back and do the Easter eggs for most of the Black Ops 4 maps? Because they're difficult. Yeah, something just went on after BO3 to BO4 doing the Easter eggs and just made them overly complicated. Alright, Classified. I like Classified, but I don't think I like Classified more than I like 5, if that makes any sense. I think Classified had one of the best, worst Easter eggs in all of Zombies. Because the Easter egg is round 150. Right? So I'm going to put Classified at a solid C tier. No, I want it above Grolston House. Because there was a lot... Because, I mean, I don't want to rank it any higher than 5 either, or put it next to 5, because it's the same map, but... I don't know, it's on the Black Ops 4 engine. Dead of the Night. I like Dead of the Night, and one day I wish... I love the story for Dead of the Night. It also happens first, because the issue with Dead of the Night is it takes first as, like, officially in the Chaos timeline, it's the first map. The issue with Dead of the Night is that I don't think they didn't finish Dead of the Night before Black Ops 4 was out, so that's why we got Voyage and 9 instead. Because Dead of the Night happens first, like I said. And it's got cool bosses. A werewolf boss fight, that was dope as hell. And
That was a cool ass idea.
I love the idea of Dead in the Night, but Black Ops 4 runs into an issue where, you know, like I said, it just kind of had the Infinite Warfare World War II treatment. But I'm honestly going to put Dead of the Night in B tier, and I'm going to put it right next to Zetsubo. Alright, Ancient Evil. This map also had the same thing going as Dead of the Night. It's got the Greek stuff going on instead. I would rather play Dead of the Night. It's got a cool boss. It's got a cool like setting and stuff, but it's just, I don't know. Like I said about the same thing I just said about every other map. So I'm gonna put Ancient Evil in C tier. I just gotta figure out where to slide. I'm gonna slide it right here above Classified.
Donnie hating on the band Classified.
Alpha Omega. I'd rather play Nuketown Zombies. I don't know where the story was going for Alpha Omega. I don't know. Alpha Omega, I'm just gonna put it in E. You can love it, you can hate it. I don't have any words to describe Alpha Omega. Togder Totem. Gonna put it above E. I'd rather just play original Call of the Dead. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Togder Totem. It wraps up the E for story. And looking back on it, I don't even know if it was a good end to the story. I more understand the logic behind the end of Black Ops 4. Especially now that we have Cold War, but I don't know. Togder Totem gets the same treatment as every other BO4 map. D Machine from Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War.
Alrighty. Oh, yeah, a good one, bro.
Bye, Zach. Alright, come break down D Machine with me. It's your turn to help.
Die Machine.
I tried to talk about Black Ops 4, we're on Cold War now.
Alright. Well,
D Machine is one of my favorite Cold War maps. As the first one, it launched Cold War and it started off great. There's still some things about the modern day Call of Duty maps that I wish weren't there. And I wish, even in the sense that I don't like the Warzone. I've never been a big fan of the Warzone type zombies thing that we got going on right now. I'm just used to it at this point. I'd rather it be like BO3 zombies, but this is the point that we're at, right? And Cold War, D Machine did great as a launch map. Like I said. But, I'm gonna put it A tier.
D Machine, yeah.
Like top of A is where it's going, first of all. But
Holy tier list.
word, like I said, I would still rather have some elements at least blended back in, because there's just the salvage stuff. I love. It's a cool idea. It's a great concept. It's a cool concept, great idea. But I wish it was different, and I wish we had back to the older like Black Ops 3 or almost down the, not down to Black Ops 2, but because I love the perks of Cold War. The Easter eggs aren't overly complicated, especially not compared to Black Ops 4.
Fuck no.
It has a decent story going for it, especially what they wrapped up with Black Ops 4 as well. It's just, like I said, the Warzone system, but still, D Machine goes in A. Never played Dead Ops Arcade 3.
No.
Never played Onslaught either. But Firebase Z.
Let's say B or C.
Yeah, Firebase
It's a
Z
decent-
is still like one of my least. It is my least favorite Cold War map.
It's not bad though. When we replayed it, I actually had a good time.
I like the Reiki. The Reiki
Yeah.
is great, but like it just stands out. Firebase just stands out as like a top of C tier map, which is where I'm gonna put it.
And
I mean, like I said, I love the Reiki. And I love the fact that they added in the challenges to Cold War, I forgot to mention. And that you get the Reiki from just doing challenges instead of you're wasting your RNG on the box. The challenges system, it's really cool, the RNG in that. I don't even know if they brought back challenges into BO6. I cannot remember. But anyways, Outbreak. Here is the big controversial map of Black Ops Cold War because of the game that followed.
Sorry, bro. It's like A tier.
I love Outbreak. What I don't love is what they did with it with Vanguard and Modern Warfare 3, but
Yeah, but
Outbreak by itself, if we didn't get all the Vanguard maps happen that copied the Outbreak system
Yeah.
and did it worse, because Outbreak is really fun. I love the concept of Outbreak, everything about Outbreak. I'm putting it right next to D Machine, honestly. In A tier. Because it's a really fun, it's really cool. I wish that they didn't do what they did with Vanguard to make Outbreak kind of get hated on afterwards. But when we had it as a one-off map, it's not bad. I love the exploring, and it really goes into the concept of open world zombies and makes it interesting. Now it's not, what we know and love, but it changed up. Thanks, cool, Black Ops 6. But yeah, it changed up everything. And yeah, as a one-off map, it's fun, and I like to replay it and go back and replay it. But what they did with Vanguard, like I said, that's why a lot of people got tired of Outbreak. Never played Onslaught Containment. Mauer or Toten? Talk to us about Mauer. Tell us about Mauer. You've played it a lot more than I have.
Mauer, go to nap. Donnie would argue with me about which one is better between D Machine and Mauer. I'd say D Machine is better. Mauer's still up there. Really good map. Love the Cerberus as a weapon. From what I hear, it's a pretty cool Easter egg. I wouldn't know. I've never done it. I never really did Easter eggs in Cold War. Never really was an Easter egg guy, period. But to me, it's a fun map.
We did Klaus that time.
Yeah, we built Klaus. He was cool as fuck. Reminds me of the guy from Shadows of Evil. I've also never gotten, I never gotten that map. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the robot from Shadows of Evil.
I'm a fan. Yeah, Iron Man there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing about Shadows. Like I said, I've never played enough Shadows to be able to do it right. Forsaken, we just did that map. I'm gonna put Forsaken in B. I really don't hate any of the Black Ops Cold War maps. But my favorites are the 3 that we have in A. Those are the best Cold War maps in my opinion. I mean, Forsaken had an amazing story ending for Black Ops Cold War. That was amazing. And like I said earlier, it's literally Stranger Things Season 3 with the Mind Flayer boss fight and all that.
Yes.
Alright, Duran Fang. Let me tell you one thing about Duran Fang. Making a new tier. Bottom of the barrel. It's called Vanguard Zombies. Okay. It's gonna go above Unplayed. And we're just gonna shove all the maps in there. And call it a day.
Fuck yeah. What's Operation Deadpool?
Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, which I'm also gonna just put into Unplayed because I didn't play it enough to care, but it's bad anyway. I tried it. I couldn't play with my friends. You have to play with 4 people. I don't know what the DMZ Modern Warfare 3. I don't know why they even made it into Zombies. They just should have kept it as DMZ and everybody would have been happy. DMZ was a really cool concept until this happened instead. And I don't think anybody cared. But of course it's now canon in the timeline as a multiverse, something or another going on. Where Weaver and everybody else is long but dead, by the way. And I think it's like Sam's daughter or something is one of the main characters in this for the Easter egg. Don't ask me. I don't know what's going on in the story. Watch a video on it, I guess. Alright, Liberty Falls. We're about to go there.
Liberty Falls pretty chill map. It's
I've
been a while.
only ever done this Easter egg.
Really?
Yeah, me and Michael did this Easter egg. I'm gonna go and just say that we haven't played all the maps yet, so I'm not even gonna rank them.
Really damn.
I mean, I'll rank Liberty Falls and say, I'm gonna put it top of
A.
C.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really like it more than any of these maps.
You don't like it more than Forsaken?
Oh, I definitely do. Hold on, we're gonna put it up here
I was
in
gonna
top
say.
of B.
At least B.
Yeah, I do enjoy Liberty Falls, and I gotta play Black Ops 6 more too, as it's before BO7 comes out.
I
And
put Terminus up there too. Terminus is fun.
I'm gonna put it after, though, because I don't
Yeah.
like this map more than I liked Liberty Falls. I'm not gonna lie. I tried the Easter egg. We started it, and then we got killed by the.
Squid.
No, we got killed by the water enemies that kill you if you stay too long in the water, because that's a thing.
Nice.
Citadel, like I said, I haven't played these 3 maps enough to really put one, so I'm not gonna. They're in the unplayed section, but like I said, we're gonna be playing these over the next couple weeks anyways to finally get through BO6, and then I'm gonna try and play it a lot more to get to it. But yeah, this is the tier list, and I think I'm happy. We got S tier, A tier, B, C, D, E, F, and unplayed, and then, well, obviously Vanguard. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this tier list. This is our official 2025 tier list from World at War all the way to BO6.